At 7 o'clock, I will call the meeting to order. We'll establish a quorum, please.
Bill President here.
Mdbk here.
Georgia Quinn here. Gail Anderson.
Phyllis Thomas here.
Georgia, okay, so we have a quorum. Adoption of the minutes of the previous meeting.
I have a couple of corrections. We have 2 meetings, right, to approve?
Right.
I'm not sure which copy of the budget meetings. We've got a couple different copies. I'm not sure which one's the final one. But at any rate, so I know I got 2 different ones, and I didn't timestamp them or anything.
That's the only one I have.
Or what was your correction?
Well, up here on the top where it says the 2012 minutes, it should say budget, Susie.
Okay.
And I don't know,
And it's not 2012.
well, it's the 2012 budget. We were,
2012.
Oh,
Yeah, we-
okay,
right, that was the new business.
okay.
And then, I don't know which one's on the
It
website.
says budget meeting at the top.
No, but right here.
No, her correction is saying it should be budget meeting.
Meeting budget minutes? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Budget minutes?
And what's like the, oh, yeah. Maybe you should read the minutes for that budget meeting, because I don't know which one is the correct one.
George was present. Georgia, Gail, Ernie, and Phyllis, and we're all in attendance. Bill was not, Susie Pod, and Rod Middleton. Quorum was established.
And one new owner, is that one?
And one owner, yes, I apologize. New business, that's the question that you have. Ernie questioned the line item newsletter as no newsletters were sent out. Gail Anderson explained that this is the cost for the website. In response to a homeowner question, Mr. Middleton stated that as of September 30th, 2011, there is $93,043 in the operating account and
And this is the budget.
$83,871 in a reserve account.
These are questions.
The reserve money currently is not in a CD due to the low interest rate on CDs. The interest rate on bank money mark accounts are higher. There is no assessment increase for 2012. Ms. Rorak questioned the increase in legal fees. Gail Anderson stated that they appear higher than budget due to the FASB change in accounting requirements. Ms. Rodak also questioned the amount allocated in the reserve account for lake and irrigation. Gail stated that the lake and irrigation reserve has been there and if needed would be used for lake dredging, reserves, etc. Ms. Rodak suggested that the board do a reserve study for the lakes and irrigation. Mr. Middleton commented to the board, we'll take this into suggestion under advisement. Motion was made by George and seconded by Gail to approve the 2012 budget. Motion was made by George and Gail to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, so this is the correct one.
Correct.
Okay. So with that one correction, I recommend that we accept these minutes from the budget meeting.
I second it.
Oh, is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And then the meeting for November 17th, the minutes say that the treasurer's report is attached, and of course it's not. And I went to the website, it wasn't on the website either. I'd rather that this is just included right in the minutes and
Okay.
not as an attachment.
Okay.
So do you need a copy of this again?
Yes, please.
So I would recommend approving the November 17th minutes as long as the treasurer's report is included as a part of the minutes and not as an attachment.
Okay.
That'd be my recommendation.
Motion approved as correct.
As
Me.
correct, yes.
I'll second that. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Minutes approved with the corrections. Okay, the treasurer's report. treasurer's report.
Treasurer's Report, December 15th, 2011. The latest financial report we have received is for October 31, 2011. Operating expenses year-to-date continue to run below budget. Under our new accrual method of reporting legal expenses are higher than budget. These expenses are somewhat offset by the legal income that is reported under this method of accounting. This reported legal income is not cash. Just like assessment income that is reported, some of the legal income and some of the assessment income is tied up in accounts receivable. At the end of October, there were 24 accounts totaling $36,581.19 in the aged owner balances report. By December 13th, which is this week, 2011, the total was down to $31,264.55. This approximately $5,000 difference, i.e. reduction, is the result of sending out statements and collections due to a required legal action. We have been notified by our attorney that they have received funds on one more pass-through account. Recommendations. I would like to have the treasurer's report included in the body of the minutes. Too often attachments are lost. All accounts under $10 should be written off. As of December 13th, there are 4 accounts under $10. As I have requested at least 3 times, a letter needs to be sent out immediately to all homeowners stating the assessment amount, where to send the money, and bank information if they are having automatic deductions. Again, the board has decided that letters will go out every quarter reminding homeowners of the assessment. I recommend that these letters go out March 1, June 1, October 1, and December 1, and no later. I make a motion to accept that.
I second that motion.
Is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, yes, that's Susan, please. Okay, we'll move on to committee reports. Doug, since you're closest.
Here you go. Got it?
Let's see, approved requests that were completed since our last meeting. The Fellers at 23430 Hatton Court, they had their house painted. Bresnan at 23356 Old Meadowbrook Circle, house painting. Kearney Properties, oh, forgot that address, but it's on Old Meadowbrook Circle back by you, just general property renewal. Sherry Slezak at 4110 Old Meadowbrook Lane had her front garage window replaced. And Vaught at 4154 Gumbo Limbo, driveway etching and staining. And then approved requests that are still uncompleted. We have Larvieri at 23418 Old Meadowbrook Circle. That's the room addition everybody knows about. And I'm not sure whether Ron and his wife have finished the cage at the rear there. It's still going.
Trying to
All right.
finish it up.
Okay, so that's still uncompleted. Now we have some new requests, but I didn't have a committee here today, so do you want me to present them? They're relatively straightforward. Should I present them for you and you can still approve them? Or do you want to just delay them until the next meeting?
Well, is it something that they need approval for right away?
Well, one of them, yes, some of them have already been completed.